my name is Mary Jo Snyder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with MJ Shady Anchors, and you are watching me live here on YouTube. There's new features. There's new features already on YouTube that I have to get acclimated to. They are making it very easy for me to flip the orientation of the screen instead of me having to search for it. I'm super excited about that. Let me plug my phone back in so I don't lose anything going on. Today I'm going to try and share this too. I'm here, I'm watching, I'm going to try. Are we? We're still here. How cool is that? I just clicked a button and it went to Facebook. Let's see if it worked. Thank you, YouTube, for hooking me up with some new features. I'm loving it. Let's see if we are on my business page, because that will make me super happy. If I'm live streaming in two places, hello, Jenny. I'm so excited. I'm just trying to get to my business page to see if I really am live over there too. I think they hooked us up. Oh no, it just says that you can hop on over. No, that's not it. That's a featured. Oh, it's giving the link. I'm not live streaming on Facebook, but it's giving the link for me to hop over for people to watch me. So I'm super excited. So I'm going to share that to my group as well. That was like the click of a button and fantastic. So all right, I'm going to have to find myself on YouTube, so bear with me. It's not the easiest process sometimes, but they did just make it really easier for me. So some of the crafts we are going to be making today for the, what am I trying to say? The retreat, which was called Filling the Gaps, Stampin' Retreat 2024. That is going to be, let's see if I'm there. Close. Oh, and I can see messages. Oh, I'm a super happy person. Be sure to like my video as well. I know you're here and you're sharing love in the comments, and I appreciate that so much. It's so cool. It's so cool. But some of the projects that I'm going to share with you, I'm going to just give you kind of the step-by-step instructions. I don't have kits because I sold everything that I had left. Some of them do need detailed cutting and scoring so that I can show you, because there's some fun mechanisms with some fun folds. But we have 16 projects. And then what I'll have to do is find a demonstrator that has demonstrated, or someone else that has demonstrated, how to use the Take a Bow bundle, because I do not have that and I did not have a kit for myself. And unfortunately, my swag that I saved for myself, I sold, and it didn't even have that kit in it. So I felt horrible because I pulled mine before that kit was passed out. So I didn't even get it for myself. So, which is no big deal, but the fact that I sold my kit to somebody, they didn't end up getting it, but that's okay. We worked it out, and she was okay with that. So anyway, we are going to start with the, let's go with the, I don't even know what class was first. It may have been, so there were morning classes, and I believe that one of the classes was let's go with this class first. So grab your kit for the Autumn Expressions. And I'm sorry, again, I don't know what number that is. I think it was a morning class, and I'm going to share some stuff with you. And if you find, so there's that goes with this. I'm just trying to sort my cards. So we had bingo, which was memory and more. We had an afternoon holiday class. I have swaps to share from this that I haven't shared yet. So you'll see like, and then the next class is a Stamp-A-Stack. I think we did the, mix and match Stamp-A-Stack. I thought that was cute. So those are the two morning classes that we did. So you'll see like this is the finished card, but I'm going to give you the highlights of a lot of things. I'll give you enough time to stamp and assemble. If I go too fast, just put some stuff in the chat. And again, remember that this is going to be available to everyone publicly, for you to come back and watch the replay if I go too fast with this video. So for the first class, it was necessary, or not necessary. This is the stamp set I focused on, was Autumn Expressions. If you have that stamp set, you're going to want to grab it. And the ink you're going to want, I used Cajun Craze. I used Moody Mauve. I used Wild Wheat. And I used Early Espresso. So there is one card, the Wild Wheat card, in your kits. You're going to see things in progression. And again, I'm sorry I don't have the kit, so I don't know which card is first. So if someone wants to give me a shout out as to what card base in your morning class for autumn expressions, um, what card base is first in your kit, then I will be able to follow suit. Otherwise, I'm going to randomly do it. But what you need to know in your packaging is that you've got the big package of your morning kit for both kits, and you have the elements in a small clear medium envelope, and then the card base right after that is a card base that that coordinates with, and you'll figure it out once I start doing the cards themselves. I think what I'm going to start with is the Moody Mauve base and hope that I am on the right path as to all the things that you have in order. So again, that is Early Espresso ink, Wild Wheat, Cajun Craze, and Moody Mauve for the Autumn Expressions class and the stamp set. So if you want to replicate, great. If you want to use colors that coordinate with the paper, that so you sent me an attachment. Let's see if I can go to, you're so awesome, Jenny. Let me go to my, that's Gmail. I want Messenger. Sorry, I'm just looking here on my, oh, I just saw a squirrel. Squirrel. All right, let me just go to my, no. Can you just do what I need you to do? Oh. Oh, I hear a dog trying to come in. Well, Jenny, I can't see it. I don't know why. Sent a picture. It won't let me see the photo. Wonder why. That's strange. I'm going to do the best I can, so I apologize. I'm not able to see your photo at the moment. I know that you did it, so I appreciate you so much. Let's start with the Moody Mauve with the cane weave embossing, and it's got a very vanilla pack. So in your pack of stuff, grab your vanilla card base and the medium clear envelope that is in front of it, because that's going to have the elements that you need, and that's when we're going to get started. And a lot of these cards are very easily replicatable. You also need crumb cake because there is some stamping of crumb cake on your tag, and that is what you're going to need, and hopefully everybody can follow along. If you have questions later on, please message me and I'll try and give you better instructions or whatever the case is. If you're stamping along, then hopefully it'll be easily explained so that you are able to replicate the contents. I wish I had kits, so sorry about that. All right, we are going to reverse the camera. I'm going to get you guys pointed down. And let's see. Moody Mauve, then Early Espresso, Pumpkin Pie, and finally Wild Wheat. Good. Wild Wheat needs to be the last one because it's a little bit more complicated. Again, I'm trying to get situated here. Sorry for the wiggling and jiggling and the mess that you're seeing. Whoa. I don't know why this isn't turning for me. Oh, I'm going to fight with this thing later. But for now, we're just going to create. All right, so Moody Mauve. Let me get them in order. Look, I think I had them in order. Moody Mauve, Early Espresso, Pumpkin Pie, Wild Wheat. Thank you. So this is your Moody Mauve card. And what you're going to do, you are going to take your Moody Mauve ink. If you have all these colors or improvise with colors you have, there are various colors in this cardstock, or I'm sorry, in this designer series paper that are going to, bear with me. I need to adjust again. All right. I just don't want you guys seeing all my mess. And I'm so sorry. I will get this set up better for the next time. For real. All right. It's hard to see where I'm at up there too. Okay. YouTube camera stuff is a little bit different, I guess. Or maybe I need to raise my camera. So we're just going to go with it. Okay. So you have, and I'll do this with you, but so you have your stamps. I'm not going to do it on a, all right, change can be beautiful. And the wheat stamp. So you're using change can be beautiful, and this stamp here, again, if you're improvising or using stamps that you have because you don't have this, that is fine. You feel free to do so. I am going to find a piece of vanilla scrap, hopefully without creating major catastrophe in my room. Actually, is it vanilla? It is. So you might hear something fall. Nope. It might later though. And I'm just going to do some stamping just to get you through these projects. Yep, there it goes. I knew it. So this band, this here is actually cut from the inside of these frames that are part of the die set, which I need to get on my little magnetic sheet. So I'm going to actually maybe replicate this card myself later, but let's go over the stamping for your tag. So your tag is going to be Moody Mauve, Steel, and Crumb Cake. I think I've said that 6 times now, just so you don't, you know, realize you don't have the right colors or something. Again, improvise. There's a lot of flexibility. Okay. So that is for Crumb Cake. And change can be beautiful. It's for Moody Mauve. I love doing this with you guys. Thank you for purchasing this kit. It is not a mess. It is creativity. I love you. I need to come see you again. All right, let's do, this is going to be 2-step, nope, 2nd generation. So grab your crumb cake. We're going to do 2nd generation. So I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper because I don't have any grid paper out. So 2nd generation, we're all familiar, hopefully. If not, you are going to learn today. We're going to stamp that in crumb cake. We're going to stamp off, and then we're going to stamp on. Okay, again, remember, I don't have the tag, but this is what you're going to do. Okay, because I can always cut my tag later. So there's that. You've got those 2 2nd generation. Oh, fantastic. Let's do that again. Bloopers. This is how you do 2nd generation. Okay, I'm going to pick that up and actually hold it so you can see. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have some kind of catastrophe in the middle of my video. It's all good. And now let's close this ink pad so I don't do that again. Then we're going to take our Moody Mauve in full strength. I love this color. And we are going to stamp that just above where the wild wheat, nope, where the wheat is. And when that dries, it looks a little bit lighter. It's going to end up looking like that here. So, and of course this is on just a piece of paper, so I can cut that out with the die later and use that on a replication of this card. Now to assemble, so you've got your stamping done. If you want to add like a little bit of, and let's go ahead and do that. I didn't for the class, but if you want to add this wheat to tie in the front, you can do that again, the 2nd generation on the inside. Just gives you a little bit more opportunity of adding and tying in all of those elements on the front to the inside of the card, okay? So to assemble, you're just going to use your Tombow liquid glue or whatever you choose to assemble the Moody Mauve embossed piece. If you find you are missing anything in the kits that I created, then please message me and I will definitely be able to get that to you, so long as I still have that colored paper. I have lots of this. This is that autumn, the part of the Autumn Elegance Suite, the designer series paper 6x6 packs. So, and this will get adhered flush to the embossed layer. And then your sentiment is going to get layered. Okay, I didn't even take these off. They're just randomly stuck on there. With dimensionals. So that's your dimensional layer. You're going to embellish with some gems that most of you received. Unfortunately, my kit did not have those. We were missing things and I forgot to put them in when I did get my shipment. So that person was good with that and they will use things that they have. So easy card to put together. So you can give me a thumbs up or some love to let me know that you're done with that card. And I will take a sip of my coffee. All right, so we have, I'm gonna have to put these paper pumpkin things aside that I did this morning. All right, so there's that. Again, that is the label that comes from the dies that coordinate with the set, and it's the inside of that that cuts out. This is actually a frame. You can either cut it apart or use it as a frame, doesn't matter. And you can actually do stuff to create things with that. So there's that. Okay, all set. Love it. Card 1 done. So now you're going to grab your early espresso. I'm just going to explain this. Hopefully you have all the pieces you need. So obviously your very vanilla is going to go on the inside of your early espresso. On the outside, flush to the base of the card, is your I love this plaid embossing folder. So you have the plaid layer. And then for this layer here, you're going to put, these are pumpkins. It's a pumpkin patch, but it's like watercolor. So you can't really tell those are pumpkins, but they are. You are going to go ahead and adhere this designer series paper to the Cajun Craze layer. And if you want to, you can go ahead and adhere it to the top layer now with dimensionals. And then you're going to grab, I'm kind of taking it a little slow, so you guys can do what you need to. I'm going to grab a stamp. I really wish I had elements left so that I could do these with you because I loved doing these projects. So on this, let me see. I know I have a whole bunch of this paper left. Bear with me a moment while I grab my stash. I can at least stamp sentiments, right? Oh, how dare I have a set right here. I do too. How funny is that? Oh, this I'm gonna need. That's gonna help me with that last card. Okay, I just had extra stuff, not full on. All right, this is that sentiment piece. All right, I didn't do too bad, right? Okay. All right, so with this piece, you're gonna grab your stamp. I'm gonna grab a block over in my little stash. Early espresso ink. We're crooked. That annoys me when I look in my video and see a crooked visual. Early espresso, may the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. That goes right on to that little piece of designer series paper. It's dark enough to be able to see. So you have that. That is your sentiment. Now, the catch with this is because you're layering on something that is on dimensionals, you're going to put one dimensional on the side, and usually I add it to the designer series or the paper underneath, and then I put adhesive on the rest of this with just my seal. So I'm just going to show you what I do. And that is so that it's lifted in the same, well, I can't really, but we're going to put it here. And then I'll take my seal, but I won't, and run it across the rest of this because it's going to lay on there flush on this section and popped up because this is on dimensional. So that's how you're going to have to deal with that sentiment, okay, in order to get your label on. And again, that's just designer series paper. It's the back side of this autumn paper. So you can give me a thumbs up and let me know when you're all set with that, and we'll move on to the next card. And hopefully I gave you everything you need for this one. I may have. I think I did include those. And of course the embellishments are those frosted faux glass embellishments, which I believe you have in your kits. If not, you'll have to use something that I think I did get all of. They might be different colors, but they should be in your kit. So again, the plaid is flush. The Cajun Craze and Designer Series paper are flush together, and then they are adhered to the base of the card on the plaid layer with dimensionals. Your sentiment has regular adhesive here and one dimensional on this end, and then embellish. Hopefully you're not scattering all over looking for the supplies you need. My apologies, I should have gotten you the ink colors prior to this event. There are 2 sets of cards that are no stamping. Thanks, Jenny. I love that you're stamping along with me. All right, there's 2 sets of cards from the classes we had that day that are no stamping. So that makes me really happy. It's a lot of fun to use those ephemera packs, and it's a lot of fun to use the Memory and More that already have the sentiments on. So, okay, so this is your next card. You're gonna want your Cajun Craze ink and pumpkin pie. I forgot to mention that. So I'm gonna grab a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock because I want to play with this card on myself. So let me grab a piece of pumpkin pie. I keep forgetting what color family pumpkin pie is in. I know it switched to the brights, and it throws me off a little bit because I'm still looking for it in my other closet. I just had a piece. All right, so my card might fold different than yours because this is just what I had hanging out. So this is, oh no, I got it. Yeah, actually it will, but that's okay. So you want to have a piece of scrap, or you want to have like, actually your glass mat is fine because you can wipe off the ink, but you need your leaf stamp from, or a leaf stamp from your stash of stamps, or you're going to use this outlined, lined image, I should say. So let's grab that. And I'm just going to peel this off until I can clean them. Set that on the cover of that. Pick up my leaf stamp. And first we're going to go ahead and we are going to use our pumpkin pie ink. Oh, there's something there. I don't know if I pick it off. Sorry, you're seeing my head. I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to get ink all over my fingers. Pumpkin pie. This is a new, I had to get me a new pumpkin pie stamp set, or an ink pad. You are just going to randomly add leaves to both borders. And you can do it, I'm doing it in full strength, but I think the original was stamped off in 2nd generation. But I like the looks of this. I think you can see it better. And turn them and go every which way. Make sure, you know, it doesn't have to be complete leaves. It can be part of the stem. It can be the complete leaf. It doesn't matter if you're going over any of the other images. They're like falling leaves down the border of each side of your base, your card base. Okay, so there's that. Now for the greeting is pretty simplistic, so you're just going to go ahead and grab a piece of Very Vanilla, or your tag, sorry, not just grab a piece. Grab your tag. Just see if I can find something that is going to be able to cut that out later. All right, that'll cut out that tag for me later. All right, so we have that part done. Okay, set that aside. And now we're going to take our Cajun Craze and we're going to grab the Grateful for You, or a sentiment that you have that you want to use. And we are going to stamp that on your tag in Cajun Craze. I was so happy to use this set for a class because, as I said, I love fall. All right, pretty soon we'll have all these stamps out and it won't matter anymore. So tap, tap, tap in your ink. And you are going to obviously stamp that right in the center of your tag, which I don't have. Oh, bad. Make sure it's inked real good. Stamp that again. I'm struggling with my ink today, right? It's all good. All right, that's good. I love, love, love. Okay, so there is your stamped image for your sentiment. Okay, now what I did with this, that's not the same. Let me grab a piece of that. Have that ribbon hanging out over here. Let me just grab a piece because I want to share something with you because it's not a full piece. And you're going to want to, if you want to use the full piece, you can. Obviously, these are not my ribbon scissors. So let's find those. I think they are amongst the missing. All right, so my ribbon scissors. Now you can see this is frayed. And it's part of that wild wheat ribbon. So you'll get a piece of this in your kit. I don't even want to know what that message is. Celine just sent me a message, so I'll have to look at that later. Hopefully it's good news and not bad. So, okay. I just had a message come across my screen. So I don't even know if I am on Do Not Disturb, but that's okay. I cut a sliver of this off. Actually, you might want to go this route. I tried to cut it down the middle, but I got distracted. So you have this fun fringy stuff, and it won't fall apart once you get it fed through the whole of your paper. So you're going to, it will come apart, but it's not going to fall like this, like it will easily fall off. So you will feed that through the whole of your tag and tie that in a knot, and then it will kind of, you can fluff out the little pieces and give it some fringe accent. So it just gives it that little rustic vibe. I loved that you can cut that apart and do that. So in a sense, let's just tie a knot in this. Tie a knot around your tag, and then I'll show you how to assemble your card, which is pretty easy. All right, so you have your knot, and then you can, so imagine this is on that tag. You can pull pieces and kind of pull it apart. Like so. Okay, so that'll be adhered to your tag. You tie that right on. You can tie it on. Yes, it's tied right on there. So with this, you're gonna layer your layer of Cajun Craze. I'm trying to see if I had a full layer of Cajun Craze, I'm sorry, crushed curry onto your card base so that the sides are showing the leaves. Your designer series paper goes on top of that layer with an even border of the crushed curry underneath. Then you're going to adhere your leaves. Hopefully you have all of those die cut leaves that are also have a stitched accent, as well as the fun gold leaves that came in the embellishment kit in the suite. They are, let me find the catalog. Hopefully I included those in your packet as well. I believe I did. I just had extras in case people misplaced theirs. So that is, I think I have pages marked here for a reason. Yes. They are called the Woven Golden Leaves on page 37 of your catalog. I don't know what's in stock currently and what isn't, but all this stuff should be in your kit. So, and then you'll just layer those behind the tag. They're going to be popped up. So what you do is flip your tag over. Excuse that mess. You're going to adhere them to the back of your tag how you want them. And then you're going to add dimensionals to your tag, and you're going to layer it to the top of your card base. Okay? So you can let me know. Hello, Maggie. We got through the first 2 cards of the Autumn Expressions, excuse me, morning class. So you can go back and catch the replay of those if you're just joining in. And then we are on the 3rd card of the pumpkin pie. So we use pumpkin pie ink, Cajun Craze, and now we are doing the assembly. And your, as I said, you can catch the replay of all of those that you may have missed, but we're still on the very first morning class. So I'm excited that you are joining as well. If either of you or any of you have to go and want to come back, this will be available on replay when I am done. So again, thank you for purchasing product and or purchasing the kit to get this retreat. So I appreciate all of you. Okay, so let me know. Oh, got you. Super. I'm glad you're here. Love it. So you guys can, Jenny, you can let me know, and or yes, you're not able to comment unless you are signed into your YouTube account. It's crazy. So Jenny's all set. Are you stamping along, Maggie? Or are you gonna do that after? So we've done the first 3 cards. This I need to cut a piece of, and I don't know if I have Mossy Meadow. I might have to improvise and use a different color. Okay, perfect. Let me know if I need to hold off or if you want me to keep going. I know Jenny's all set. So you can get the rest of your next kit available. I need to find a piece of cardstock that's gonna look nice with this because I don't think I have any Mossy Meadow. So I will grab what colors on that paper. This is going to be for this one, and which is it's got a fun element to it. No need to. Okay, got you. Okay. All right, so this is going to be your next card. This has got a fun element to it, which it's not put together, and it's got a lot of damage to it because I had to show people. But let me find a piece of paper that I'm going to be able to use. I think I could do garden green or old olive. So let's find some old olive paper. So I'm going to have to cut down a piece to show you how to assemble. Okay. So set that aside for now. This has got your wild wheat base and paper trimmer, which I need to clean. This is going to be 9 by 3. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches. And then cut it to 9 inches. So let's open up my arm here. 9. Just grab. Okay, so there's that, right? 9 inches. Yes. So I need my paper trimmer because your stuff, or my scoring tool, your stuff should all be scored. Oh, okay. So I need to score this element. I'm going to show you how to build this part first. So I need to score at, I know where everything is in my little bag of tricks. It's just a matter of finding it or getting it out. All right, I'm going to score at 3 and at 6. But I also need to score, so this might be confusing. So I'm going to score at 1.5, 3, 6, and 6.5. Okay, so you have this 3 by 3 square in the center. Make sense? 1.5, 3, 6, 6.5, and this is 3 by 9. Now this is going to help you with that fun mechanism. It's got a fun fold. Let me show you what it's going to do. Let's get this together. It's called a slider mechanism. I think it's a slider card. I don't know the technical names of cards. I kind of wing it and name things myself. I probably should know that. So when your card is finished, kind of a tight fit. This slides off. Okay, slides right off. Your card opens. Okay. So we're going to build this here. So I need to get all of my fun stuff. I don't have a card base, but that's pretty basic. Okay. We've got gems. We've got this. Set all this stuff aside. I'm going to take these elements because that's what I'm going to decorate. Show you how to make that mechanism, and the rest of the card is pretty self-explanatory. So, all right. Let's put this aside for now. I just had to get my piece. Let's do some stamping. Have a perfectly lovely day. So we're going to grab that other stamp, the big stamp that we haven't used yet. I'm going to grab another block. I'm so grateful I have all these blocks. I was going to sell some of them, but I decided not to because I might need them. I see that when I do these tutorials that come in handy. The ink we need is Coordinating Wild Wheat. And, oh, juicy. Maybe too juicy. Let's see. And that goes right in the center of our tag. I've been actually re-inking my stamp pads, my ink pads, and it really does make a big difference. All right, this is going to get adhered. I'll just use my Stampin' Seal to the kind of two-tone of the cherry cobbler. It's going to go right in the center. Like, wait, don't do it. You have to put this on too. So you need to fold your, I almost messed you guys up and I hope I didn't, your ribbon in half, your little piece of ribbon. You want that to stick out here. This is just a decoration. It's not to help you pull this through. And then, or you can adhere it to the back side of your sentiment, but I'm going to do it this way and hope that I get it okay. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, it's just a decoration to accent the floral images here. And now we've got that part done. I'm going to fold this when you guys are good. I don't know where all my little doodads went now. My gems. I have one. I'm sure they're here somewhere, but it's okay. Oh, they're both in there. They're all three in there. There's the other one. I'm going to just put that here out of the way so it's not lost. Grab my bone folder. Now we are going to fold the second fold in, or score line in, to the center on both sides. Okay, and then we're going to fold that half piece towards the outside on both sides. Maybe you've made these before, I'm not sure. My stomach is rumbling. It's all good though. Okay, so we have this. Fun, easy. This is going to be your folding your mechanism, your slider mechanism for your card base. Now, the key to this is these ends need to be free for now. Free those ends. We're going to put adhesive here, so you can use your Tombow. You can use whatever you choose. Should probably be a strong adhesive. I'm just going to use my seal for now. And this comes in, okay? So now we have that mechanism. But what you really want to, after you do that, you're going to layer this on top. And I recommend that you add your adhesive to this. It is going to leave a little bit of a border, so make sure you're not going over that area. And that is going to get centered on top. You still have it free flowing so it can go over the panels of your card. Okay, and I'll show you that. So there's that. And of course your gems will go on there. Yep, didn't want to lose it, but it just went flying. There it is. Get my gems out of my little pack so I can put them on here and not worry about losing them again. All right, so take your pick tool, and these just wherever you want to put them on this label. Again, everybody probably got different colors because I was working with a couple packs and then they were on back order and or unavailable and yada yada. So I gave what I could. And let's put this one, if I can get it off the plastic. There we go. On over here. So there's that. Oops. Scooch it down some. Don't want it lined up with any. Okay. All right, so you have that mechanism for your slider portion of the card. Now, you'll go ahead and insert the piece of, I think it's very vanilla, to the inside of your card. And this is a panel fold, I believe it's called. If not, that's what I'm calling it. And then on the outside of your card, you should have layers. They are either sequenced or they're the same. Because I tried to, like these two are the same, no big deal. So if it's sequenced, then try and do it together. Doesn't matter either way how you do it. And those are flush to your card. And then when you're done doing that, I might have to pause for a minute, but I'll be right back. So it might be quiet for a few minutes, but I'll let you catch up or go grab something. I'm going to let the film roll, but that's how you do that, okay? I'll be right back, so bear with me. Sorry about that. All right, so you can let me know when you're all set with this card. It's a little more involved. And then we'll move on to the next class. Oh, leave that there for you to look at. Do some cleaning of my stamps. You guys have anything fun planned today aside from crafting? Did you get to craft on card making day, World Card Making Day yesterday? I know Jenny had some stuff she was going to be doing for Christmas cards. I need to start working on Christmas cards for myself. Perfect. Thanks, Jenny. All right, so we got all those stamps clean from that stamp set. The next kit you're going to get out is going to be the one that is your second morning class, which is your mix and match. It's ephemera, and what I'm going to do is lay out these cards, and you can take a screenshot. This is an opportunity for you to build on your note cards and any way you choose. But I'll explain to you what I did. You get the joyful, I did just have my catalog and I put it back over there. I think I have the pages marked to my catalog for all the classes we did, because I think I shared some stuff earlier. Yes, I did, remember? These are the Joyful Saying Mix and Match with the note cards and envelopes, and bits and pieces of that beautiful foil paper that comes from the, sorry for the noise, flipping through here. Why don't you just go to where your tabs are? It might be helpful. It's here. Nope. Okay, here we are. This paper here is called the Season of Elegance Specialty Designer Series paper. I used elements of that. So you can mix and match. We can do these, or you can, I'll walk you through my design, but you have the flexibility because you have the mix and match, or the joyful, yep, I already forgot the name, Joyful Sayings stuff, and you have all the elements to put these cards together, as well as your embellishments in the kit, and your swag is what you use to decorate these, because they are gold and they accent very nicely with the shimmer in the sentiments, as well as the gold in the awesome paper, right? So basically what I did is there are faux ribbons used from cardstock. The base layer on your note card is adhered flush to the card base, where the gold accented piece is raised with dimensionals. And then I chose the sentiment of choice that I wanted to use, and I layered this. This one is Crumb Cake. And I layered that under the sentiment that I chose, and I chose a kind of a color to offset all of the other colors within. So there's that one. Again, you can do this on your own. We're gonna kind of just talk through this one. It's pretty easy, and all of the cards follow suit. If you're crafting along with me, just let me know in the comments, and I will pause for a moment while you find all of the elements you need. Or let me know in the chat if you want me to just go ahead and continue and not worry about the assembly of these. They're pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, they're all done the same as far as the layers of the cardstock and the designer series paper. The one that is Lost Lagoon background, I ended up using Let It Snow. Totally reminds me of the movie Frozen. And then this is just flush. The banners are all flush to the card layer, or the designer series paper, whereas the designer series paper is lifted with dimensionals on each. They're very basic, easily replicatable designs. You just have to figure out, obviously, measure these papers, and I can do that actually for those watching. But it is, the cardstock is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then of course your glimmer paper, or your foil paper, specialty paper here is 2 1/2 by 4. So really super simple. And then you use those ephemera packs to decorate further. So there's that one. This I thought was perfect for this card, this big sentiment. Gold foil around it. Of course, I love accenting with these glitter. They are the Drusty Elements, Trusty Gems, or something like that. So they're really pretty. They come in 2 different colors. So the gold, and I think it's more of a silverish tone. So there's that one. That's Cherry Cobbler, and then the paper that coordinates. And then this one, Christmas Wishes. Again, that faux ribbon made from cardstock. And the old olive layer underneath pulls out the old olive in this, as well as the mossy meadow here pulls out the mossy meadow accent in the paper. So I'll let you play along or take a screenshot of what we have here. Come back, recreate these, entirely up to you. And while you are playing, maybe I will share the swaps that we got that day. So who's interested in that in the middle of you creating these cards here? I will go ahead and do that since I haven't shared them. So I'll encourage others to. This was actually from a class I did. So these are going to look familiar. So I'm not going to go ahead and share those. But this, I actually did these classes through my 12 days of Christmas, which ended up being a few days because I had to combine classes those days. So those are just cards that I did during those videos. That's what I swapped because I wanted to make sure there were only 10 participants in swapping. So I wanted to make sure they had the opportunity. So I kind of, well, there were 8 participants. So I filled the gaps and did 2 more swaps. Again, this was another one that I had done. And these are swaps from others, which I was excited about. I like the, this is a fun fold. Beautiful with the trees. This folds open. You got those 2 little tuck spots there. You could put a thing of Kleenex and a thing of Halls and it would be super cute. And then you can write your greeting on the back, or you can just let it be what it is, a stand-up card with the fun fold element going on. So kind of helps in displaying these cards here and that paper. I don't know who made these, so there's that. And this is gorgeous. This is, oh, of course, Cheryl Moore. Cheryl is one of my team members. Love the play on this with the bird. Comfort and sending comfort and strength. I love that she embossed the panels here and cut them. So there's like the layering element with, there's 3, looks like 1-inch strips of that embossed layer. I like that a lot. And of course the multiple of the linen thread. Love the background. And the inside kind of is the flip probably, or a piece of that paper on the inside to tie it all together. So that's pretty awesome. And, oh, I did not get any of this stuff, and I know that it was part of the Creativity Now. This is Cheryl Harder. Love it. I did not get this, but look at that. It's got a little, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Look how that goes together. So she used a lot of the designer series paper to create this. It's really pretty. And the DSP is gorgeous. Designer series paper. And then she embossed that. It must be the entire suite. Sending love and best wishes. I think that is from Unbounded Beauty, or Unbounded Love. Not sure what the name of the stamp set is, but I have it. Sending love and best wishes. I love all the sentiments and thinking of you. So that's really sweet. So there's that from Cheryl. Put that with it so I don't forget who did what. This is Lori Agassi. So Cheryl's on my team and Lori's on my team. And this is Layers of Hello. I love that. That's that really adorable embossing folder from, it's a hybrid embossing folder, and the Unbounded Beauty or Unbounded Love paper with the coordinating in color embellishments. And this, I like that you can sign this and then adhere it to the inside. So gives you that flexibility in case you make a ubu. I tend to do that when I'm writing. I can't wait to use this set. I just got this not too long ago. I love the swirls. I love that this is embossed after it's inked. This is created by Kathy Wheat. Beautiful card, Kathy. And she's got a little bit of information there. And the inside also has that this is two-step stamping. And what's really cool about it is like, must be there's different stamps for the wings. I haven't even opened it, but I loved it because I love some of the sentiments. And this is hay, so it's really, really awesome. Love that, Kathy. Thank you. A lot of, oh, I dropped your name thing and I don't want to. I'll remember that she made it. And this, of course, I love the lily pond, if that's what it's called. I don't even remember. There's so many different names to things, but you know, the frog and the lilies, you make me happy. Super cute. Not sure who made that one. Love it. And these were swaps that took place at our event, at our retreat. So, thank you for making a difference in my life. Not sure who made this, but I love how these are off-centered. 2 different layers of that designer series paper. I'm not sure if these are colored, if the paper actually allows that. And I love Pussy Willows. I can't believe I don't have this designer series paper. But, you know, can't have it all. I'm on a strict budget. All right, how we doing with our creations? This is Mary Jane Lucas. Look at her. I love her logo. It's beautiful. I adore her. She is, she works at the hospital and draws my blood when I have to go in. But aside from that, she's she's from our hardcore stamper group, and she is just a very creative person. Look, it's got the snowflake embossing folder and all those beautiful trees. I don't have those either. Cheer all year. I love that. Thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest. I like that a lot. So love that. Cherry cobbler and the white trees. And of course I just showed you those. So that was our swap from there. So how are we doing on these cards? Are we good to move on? Let me know if you're good. I think my coffee's gone. Yeah, I don't want that last sip. It's probably pretty cold. If you're still with me, let me know. I know that they're pretty simple, simple cards here. And then we're going to go on to the bingo class. And those are going to be simple as well. Those are going to be your memory and more cards. Then I think I have one more class after that. So that will involve some stamping. And am I missing a memory and more card? Let's see. 2, 3, 4. This must be it. Yep. I'll have to give you some tips and tricks on these cards too. So we'll put that away. You guys good? Okay, perfect. Go ahead and grab your bingo set and we'll do those next. Thank you for taking time. And again, if you have to go, that's fine. I will continue to share. Your Memory and More cards consist of the Reindeer Days Memory and More card pack. You got a half a pack of that, which is fun. I loved that we could do that for you. You got a half a pack of the Reindeer Days Memory and More card pack. So that's fun because there's several of each. I think there's 3 of each design that you are able to get. I don't know why I'm so off screen with this, but okay. Good. All right. Let me find my Memory and More cards myself because there is some special cutting you have to do to a few of them, and I want to be sure that we're cutting them the right way. So the first one we're going to start with, which is pretty much one of my favorites, is my favorite because I love the pom-pom ribbon. Again, Jenny, if you want to shout out to what card bases are first, you can do that if you'd like. I know we have Pool Party, Garden Green, White, and the, I think that is Granny Apple Green. If you want to tell me the order in your pack, because I don't want to mess you guys up. But I will find what I need in here so that we're cutting things the right way. That is for me to do a recipe book. I need this sheet and some trying to find all my pieces. If you need to find all your, I can't do that as I did mine yesterday. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and go for it then. I need this piece. And again, you can use whatever works for you. If you want to use a different sentiment or a different piece of paper or whatnot, that is all good. But I'm going to try and share with you how to put these elements on, well, at least show you where to cut stuff. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I need to get the ribbon, but it is out of stock. Did I not give you a piece of ribbon? Did you get ribbon for your card? If not, I will send you some. I have a lot extra. Let me know if you need ribbon that maybe I didn't supply it in your kit, unless you just fell in love with it because of using it. Because that is definitely something that happens. All right, so we have that. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's that card. Oh, and I need another one of those that has the, all right. Okay, these are the cards you're gonna need and your stickers. There's one sticker you use out of the entire thing. Oh, I know. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that you got it. All right, so this one is pretty self-explanatory. You have this card. You're going to, now this layer is dimensionals, your embossed snowflake layer. You're going to adhere your ribbon to the back side of the top of your layer before adhering it to the card base, okay? So wrap that ribbon around, adhere it with whatever you usually do to adhere ribbon to the back of it. Love the pom-pom ribbon. After doing that, you are going to, again, adhere that with dimensionals onto the card base. This Winter Blessings, and the back side is like a journaling card, is going to layer on the real red cardstock that is in your kit. So this is the pool party base. And then those two pieces get layered on with dimensionals again, a lot of dimension. And then you'll embellish with those beautiful rhinestones, those iridescent something or other gorgeous rhinestones. And we're going to find the name of them because they are beautiful. So there's your first card. I'll get these out of the way because that's going to take some special cutting. That's your first card, okay? So I'll give people a few minutes. So obviously this card is 4x3, 3x4, and this is 1/4 of an inch on each bigger. So it's got an 1/8 of an inch border. So that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 if you want to replicate it. And this white base layer is 5 1/4 by 4, embossed with the snowflake, I don't know the name of it, embossing folder. Oh, let's see. I got my catalog all. I miss the way they used to have the index, and I think I saw a video that they're going to try and do things, return things to previously designed catalogs, because a lot of people are missing the way the index used to be with the photos and all the elements and where to find them. So let's see, embellishments. They are called, I don't think they're in this. I think they're in the annual catalog. So that's where you can find those. Probably if I looked in my stash, I could tell you. I'm going to tell you. Adhesive, nope. Is it those? Nope. I have all my stuff organized, but you think I would. Iridescent foil gems, is that what they are? Or iridescent faceted, iridescent foil gems? Let's see, I don't think that's it. No, they're iridescent something. Either way, they're awesome. I know, me too, Jenny. So hopefully they do that. So there is that card. Now moving on to your card base that has green. It is your Are you, everyone good, I hope? Your garden green, you're going to need this one that has the enjoy the gifts of the season with the reindeers on the back and the little fawn. And where's my tree? Well, I thought I pulled it out. Must be I didn't. The Merry Christmas tree. Well, the sticker, that's a sticker. So you'll need your sticker sheet. It is this, and the back side is all the reindeer. So you need both of those. We're going to do some special cutting for those. Okay, that one's done. And I can put that back in here. Okay. So what you're going to need to do for this, I'm going to grab my ruler real quick. This is a different ruler. I think this is 1 inch. So you want 1 inch by 4. And this card is landscape. So let's get our paper trimmer. And we are going to take, if I need to slow down, someone give me a shout out. I'm going to cut 1 inch strips. And I'm going to keep them in order. Right? Did I? I don't think it matters. So there's that. Not that, I mean, the eye, it doesn't matter, honestly, because they're not close enough for the eye to flow and know if these are, like the eye didn't match these up, but, so there's that. Now, you have your tree. You have your iridescent pearls in your kit. And what you're going to do with these elements, you have your 1 inch pieces. They are going to go 1/8 of an inch border because it's a 4 inch in length. So you're going to layer those there. Simple. This gets dimensionals. Dimensional layer is going to go here. And then you're going to find your sticker sheet. Let's do that. And find Merry Christmas. I'm sure I have an extra sticker sheet that says Merry Christmas. And if I don't, I'll use, yep, I do. Your Merry Christmas is on this sticker sheet. And that is going to go across, I'm just going to pull this off, the tippy top of your tree. So now you have your sentiment, and then you're going to add your pearls. So this is dimensionals, these are flush, and your iridescent pearls, there should be 3 of them. And if you wanted, just to dress it up some more, you can add some Wink Stella to the star up there. That's just an added potential for you. So there's that card. Oh, we need another. We're going to need this one for the next card. So there's that one. And these are the 2 that you'll need for your next white card base. What I neglected to send to each of you so that you would be able to do a technique in the next set of cards is one of these fun buffers. But if you have sandpaper or something you can use, you might want to get that handy for the next set of cards. Or even a nail file will work, because you're just going to let that white core come through a piece of paper on your next set of cards for the last afternoon class that I had. And then again, I'll share a link with you if you haven't used the Take a Bow bundle. I'll find a video out there that is easily explainable because I didn't make them and I don't have them to share so that you can recreate. So I'll add a link in the description of this video so that you have it to recreate these projects, or to create your bows and your tags. I think your tags are, it's either fussy cutting of the characters that you got and you just layer them on your tag. I might have a picture of them that I can post. I don't know if I can do that in the comments here, but I think it's just a matter of decorating the tags as they are with the elements that are in that kit, and then creating 2 bows with the elements in that kit as well. So It is your tag and bow kit for your afternoon class. I would need the bow class as I did. Oops. Did you get that in your kit? Oh, iridescent faceted gems were on the pool party card. Awesome. And they're in the annual catalog. Did the bow pack come in your kit? Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'll find a link because I don't know how to do it myself and I don't have anything and I don't have that bundle. So I'll find an awesome link to share in the description of this video so that you guys can hop on someone else's channel and learn how to put those bows together. I think there's a lot of tricks and tips and tricks to it. So I'll be sure that I watch the video and then I'll share it with you. So you can look for that later today. Okay. Just look for the link in the description. All right, so is everyone good with this? I know Jenny's got her cards done, so I know I shared these cards a little bit in my video, obviously, previously, so hopefully they're pretty basic designs. So, all right, so we're gonna move on to the next card. So we've got these elements. It's pretty easy. Hopefully you got the gist of that one, and you can come back and catch the replay if needed. So the next card is going to be, I love the ribbon on here. This is that iridescent striped ribbon, and it kind of pulls any color that you're using. And it's also got that shimmer of silver and just different golds and just really beautiful. But it pulls the color underneath it, so it kind of gives it that, it goes with everything kind of vibe. So obviously this first layer, Believe in Magic, is going to go, or whatever layer you choose in your kit that you want to use, is going to go on the smaller piece of real red. And I believe that piece is probably 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. So that's going to layer on top and just have a little smidge of a border, like a 1/16 of an inch. So that's easy. That's flush to the 2 layers. So we'll set that aside. You will need to trim this. This needs to be trimmed down to 5, and we're going to measure, because I think it's a little less than, it might just be 5. Yep. 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm just going to go ahead and come in here with the short side up and trim that to 3/4, 3 3/4, excuse me. You can keep that if you need to for something else. We know how we hate throwing away scraps. And then I want to, I think I'm gonna actually, this is 5 inches. I'm just gonna cut it off this end because it's gonna kind of be symmetric if I do that. Kind of got the same border on each side, in a sense. So it kind of looks the same. Okay, and that back side is like the first one we didn't get to that one yet. So there's that one. You can keep that tree element for something else. So then this, which is 5 by 3 3/4, is going to layer on the larger piece of the real red, and that is 3 7/8 and 5 1/8. So you layer that. Now when you do that, after you've completed that, you want to wrap your ribbon around those 2 layers as I did here, and you're going to adhere them on the back side. Once you've done that, this gets dimensionals, and this top layer here gets dimensionals. So there is a lot of dimension to some of these cards, but I think it just helps it pop off the card and give it more of a, it just a wow factor, I guess. And then you're going to add your iridescent pearls. Looks like I'm missing one, or else there's only 2. Oh, there's one right there. But you can put those wherever. So those are the elements you need. Again, that's cut to 5 and 3 3/4. That stays the same, and then you use your cardstock layers to assemble that. What's that? Oh, those are from the other class I did. All right, I'm getting hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. By the time I get there, it'll be lunchtime. That's okay, though. I love this. Spending the morning with my people. You all make me so happy. All right. Thank you all of you for joining in. Feel free to share the video, subscribe to my channel. I would truly appreciate all of that. Share the love. Share the love of creativity. That's not clean enough. It's got ink on it still. We like to share love of creativity. I'm just putting these stamps away so I'm not losing anything. And it looks like I need to clean this a little bit more. Then we have one more card from this class. This was the bingo class. Sorry, we're not doing online bingo, but I may, hey, that would be fun to do sometime. Create and play bingo. But I don't even have the means to do that. So I did not know that there was a card set, like a card bingo set, rather than spinning balls and spitting them out of some mechanism to call the bingo, like the traditional bingo when you go play bingo. There's actually a set of cards, so that's really cool. Might have to get my hands on those. But that's how they played bingo at this event, to do these cards. Okay, so there is that card. Hopefully we're good there. Put that away. Put my little pieces there. And now we have, oh, we have something that's falling apart. I don't like that. Bear with me while I tuck that in, just for now. Okay, there's the ribbon. This is the next card. So you have this element. This one's super simple. Most of them are when you're using Memory and More cards. Again, we're going to cut this down to 5 3/4, but there's a trick to this because you want your sentiment to be centered. So the trick is to, I think you cut off 3/4, nope, I think it's 3/8 on each side. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to pray for the best. Don't cut your paper yet. Let's make sure that I'm right. So 3/8. Again, don't cut yet, because I don't want to make you screw up your stuff. And then I think I came from the top and trimmed to 3 3/4. So you take off the white space and not the trees. And I think that is exactly what, nope, that's still too long. So we need to take another 1/8 of an inch. So you want to go, is it a 1/2 inch? It is. You want to take off another 1/8 of an inch. You actually want to cut a 1/2 inch off each side. So my bad. I could have done the math. So cut a 1/2 inch off each side and you will have what you need, which makes sense because you need 5 inches left. So it's a 6-inch card. A 1/2 inch off each side. But I'm glad you didn't cut until I said to. Hi, Sherry. You don't need a regular bingo. Use the pick a number method of playing. Ooh, is that like an online thing? Is that an online game? Probably. That, I mean, I can just imagine that. Yeah, it probably is. That would make sense. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Okay, so we've done our cutting of a 1/2 inch off both sides and a 1/4 inch off the top. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is layer this onto your, I believe it's Real Red layer with just regular adhesive, seal, or your Tombow. You're going to wrap this ribbon around as we've done before, add adhesive to the back side, wrap it around. And this is the silver bordered ribbon. Love it. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I think that was the last of my roll. I just have some strands hanging out, but it's really beautiful. And then once that is adhered, the rest of your layers will get adhered to the card base, your Granny Apple Green card base. It pulls in all those colors, and that gets adhered with dimensional just to lift it off that, to give it some added wow factor. And then just add your Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And that is that card. So We have 4 cards left. Fun elements. So Ginny, if you did not put these cards together, let me know the sequence. I believe it might be kind of difficult. We've got Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, and Basic White. If you have your afternoon kit. I'm depending on you. Thank you for being my moderator type person here without being asked or just volunteering your time, efforts. Appreciated. All right, so there's that card. Without hesitation, we're going to move on to our afternoon class, which consists of, I have to find my stamp set, should be close by. That consists of it's a label set. Christmas labels, it's a bundle, there's dies, and a stamp set. So let's find that. Put my memory more cards away. I'm only going to need the stamp set because you have all the die cut pieces in your kits. I've gave you 1 each of every die. Christmas labels, and this is the stamp set. Love it. And I don't think I have extra of those, but I might want to cut them out because I want to show you how to line them up. So while you're gathering your stuff, you will need what color ink? Real Red, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, and I think Real Red. So 3 colors of ink if you have those. You find my dies. The dog has been really great, and now she's barking, and she's just going to have to wait until I'm done. So let's see. Here they are. I'm just going to run these through with some basic white. Grab we've got all of these. There's 4 dies in this set. If it's something you're interested in, it's 164-100, or it's a bundle in the back of the catalog of the Christmas labels bundle. You can search that out. So I need where's my stamp cut and emboss machine? Oh, there it is. Not in the right place because I'm still picking up from stuff. Okay, we're going to cut these all out at once. It won't take long. While you're gathering your stuff, your inks, your kits, and they go in the sequence of your awesome Garden Green, Real Red, Cherry Cobbler, and Whisper White, Basic White. But I do that all the time, no worries. Whisper White, I love that. Don't worry, believe me, you hear me say it often. I still can't get the concept of the change of names of things. I'm sure it's like gonna happen again. So, all right, let's grab a big piece or a few pieces. Put some white here, and I think I woke up the daughter. It's okay. We're gonna get these labels on here. I think that might need a bigger piece. Oh, it might fit there. Oh, look at that. And find something else that I might need to run. Okay, I lied. I might need to run this through twice because that paper's not big enough. That's okay, right? We'll make it work. That's okay. Let's run these through, then I'll grab another piece. Trying to use up my scraps. Now, since there's some intricate stuff on these, you may want to be sure that you run it through a couple times. Like this has a lot of intricate pieces that need to kind of come out of there. All right, let's grab another piece of white scrap and hopefully big enough to fit both of these dies on. And then we can get to stamping. We'll do all our stamping. And then that's got score lines in it, but it doesn't matter. It's in my scrap bin, so that's what it's going to be, scrap. So with die cutting, obviously some of you know, some don't. If you're new to my channel, you want to use your base 1, base 2, a layer for your 3, and your paper, your dies, and another 3. Where does that glitter come from? I have glitter on my, oh, like I said, you want to make sure you run those through, especially that one. Yeah, I'm just going to leave those on there and run them through again to make sure the other cut parts are going to be nice to me. I ripped a few of these in the prepping process, so that should be good. Set this aside for now, and now we can do some stamping. All right, so we need, again, let's do our stamping. Well, yes, I believe all of your tags are in a separate bag. So we're going to do our stamping first. I'm going to grab the colors I need. Garden green. Excuse me for leaning into the camera. Real red. And granny apple green. Okay? All right. So for your first card, well, for this first fun, be gentle. Be gentle. You don't want to ruin what you just did. You don't want to have to do a replay. Very intricate, so be gentle. Give it some love. Talk to it nicely. So you're not ripping any elements. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this one is going to get, because yes, all of your tags are in a separate, oh, I thought I was missing something. You're going to want Merry Christmas to You. I'm going to tell you all the stamps you need if you have the set. Otherwise, improvise and do the best you can. Some of these stamps are specific to this label. So if you don't have these stamps and you want to do something different, use labels that you have, because some of them are not going to work with what you got going on with the shape of the label. And what else do I need? Believe, Be Merry. Right here. So we're using Believe, Be Merry, Merry Christmas to You, Hope Your Season is Filled with Magic. So those are the labels or the stamps we're going to use for this project class. Okay. And let me just do one of these at a time. All right, so this is going to get, I'm just going to show you, this is the card we're working on. And Real Red. Hope Your Season is Filled with Magic. That goes on that one at a slant. So you have that. The other one you need to stamp in Real Red is going to be your Merry Christmas. And that is on this fun label here. Oh, my doggie's outside my window. I see her. All right. And this is fun because, and again, these are photopolymer. Mine had a lot of love during the class, so they're all seasoned. But don't forget to remember to use your piercing mat if you need to. Now it's important because this stamp here, you can stamp it on anything and it's still going to give you the same effect, except the fact that this label has got these cute little swirls around it that kind of each section of words fit into, and I really love that concept. So there is that. You can also cut these apart and do them differently. So there is your Real Red. You're all set with that. All right, the next one we're gonna do, and then we'll go and build the cards, is Believe, and that is going to be in Granny Apple Green on this fun shape. Of course, this is where you have to be careful pulling these off because you can easily rip them. Highly recommend you take your pick tool to kind of get in there and poke through those ends to help feed that out without ripping that little tiny element right there. I just poked my finger. So you have that. and believe in the magic. Believe. I just kind of did something stupid, but rocking my stamp and my ink. That's a no-no. So, Granny Apple Green. For that. And the last one is Be Merry. And you're going to do that in, this one's really difficult because you can rip this in various sections. So definitely be gentle if you have these dies in pulling that out. Now, I want to collect all my dies. Put them there so I don't lose them. Actually, I should find the case, which is right here. I'm going to toss them in there. I got to find my magnetic sheets. I just bought a whole pack. Okay, they won't get misplaced now. Now, we are going to take our garden green and we're going to go ahead and stamp Be Merry in garden green on this one. Like so. So you're using every label in various colors, and almost looks like that is not right. Oh no, it does have little flecks in there. I like that font. Huh. I'll show you how close up. That font is really super cool. It's got the little flecks inside the R. It's supposed to be that way. I thought maybe I had my stamp inked up too much, but I really like it. So those are your sentiment pieces on your banners, okay? Or your labels. And we are going to start with, as Jenny said, the garden green base, which is this one. Now, I was advised, and I apologize, I have not done a lot of the book fold cards. I scored the back side when I didn't need to, so my apologies for that. That was an error on my part, but this is a book fold. So you know how to do book folds, and if you don't, you're going to take some adhesive because this is going to open up all the way. You are only going to adhere the layers right here together on the inside so that you can fold this back, the book layer. I have gook in here, probably from the cards being passed around to everybody, but that's okay. And your paper may be different in your kit, so just use whatever, you know, side you want. But the concept was to accent the holly, but I didn't have enough of the designer series paper when I planned the class, so, and then it was out of stock, so yeah, or not out of stock, I just couldn't get it in time to have all of it for everybody, but hopefully what you have will be exciting for you. So once you have all of that, you're going to take your designer series paper and you are going to layer it on the red tone. I may have used Poppy Parade in this because I thought that it paired nicely with the reds in this paper because there's variations of reds and it just really pulled out that color. And that might even be the color in this paper. This paper is the Take a Bow paper. And I'll find that for you. Or Take a Bow. I always want to say take a bow. So here's the bundle right here on page 40. And somewhere I'll let you guys play catch up while I search my book. Right here. So here's that bow bundle. Take a Bow bundle, but this is the paper I used. So some of you got this and some of you got this. And if you wanted to flip it over, you could. It's entirely up to you. But I think everybody got that strip. But again, that's the back side of that. So you can do as you choose. And then this is the Take a Bow die, and that is going to be the other bag in your kit that I'll find information on for you. I'm sure it's not too complicated to assemble, but okay, so with that, I was going to look at colors and they're not even listed there. So there's that. I forgot they're not listed in the catalog. So your basic white piece goes on the inside. Your designer series paper layers on the red tone paper. That strip goes here. The other red tone strip goes underneath your label. You have your leaves that are in there that I added Wink Estella to. You are free to do that. And then your sentiment is adhered with dimensionals. So you can go ahead and do that if you'd like to. And that's your sentiment. All right, I'm going to let you do that card. I'll be right back. Thank you. I had to grab a little bite of something and let the other dog out. So if you're still with me, let me know if you're all good with this card. Sorry for chewing. It's funny, I can watch myself on YouTube. Thanks, Jenny. I can watch myself on YouTube and give myself my own thumbs up. That's funny. You guys are awesome. All right, so there's that card. I'm going to leave that set there in case someone needs to still reference that. And I think the next card you said was, let's get back to Real Red. I kind of got some gook on the corner of mine. So this is going to be this sentiment. This is really super easy to assemble. So you have your basic white on the inside. You have your granny apple green layer. All of these are flush. You have your cute little zigzag with all the wonderful colors. It's got a little gap in between to show the card base. So again, you're going to keep like 1/8 of an inch around here. This is like 4 by 4 probably. Let's just measure. I know it's 4 inches that way. It might be 4 1/4 this way. Nope, it's 4 by 4. So this is 1 inch by 4. So if you wanted to recreate that, or those that didn't order the kit, you can do your thing with it. Simple layout, and then this just gets flushed to the top of the card layer after you've got all that assembled, and then you add your, looks like iridescent something or other, pretty gems. So you can let me know when you're all set with that card. That's pretty easy assembly. A lot of the layouts are very easily replicatable, so you have ideas for your holiday cards. And I love the fact that we got to use various products during our classes. You're going to hear me chewing, and I apologize. I have not eaten yet this morning, so I got to get a bite in because my tummy is talking. Oh, Carol. I'm just seeing you. Oh, South Carolina. God bless you. Are you dealing with the remnants of Helene? I have shared so much love and prayers. Everybody's in my thoughts down there. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to subscribe. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're getting ideas for holiday cards or seasonal cards, whichever you decide to recreate. Yeah, I'm super excited. Feel free to share this video as well and subscribe. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for sharing where you're from. We love to have people join in our community of creativity. Okay, the next card we have is going to be our cherry cobbler base. I'm leaving these here for reference for those still crafting. Our cherry cobbler base is another easy layout, and you have a piece of white. Hopefully everybody received this ribbon in their kit. We're going to use our Believe sentiment. We've got those awesome Drusty gems that you received in your swag. And we're going to go ahead and do some layering. So again, on the inside of your card, you have a white layer. This is designer series paper from that beautiful paper, and it's 3x3. And I believe this is 3x4. So, and this has got the cane weave embossing folder. So you're going to wrap that white piece around your cane weave DSP or cardstock, and this is Granny Apple Green. Adhere it to the back side, and then you're going to adhere that flush to the card base. And then you have this element of designer series paper, the 3x3. You're going to put that up on dimensionals, and your Believe sentiment is flush to the card. What I tried to do was only add adhesive to this part so that the adhesive didn't ease through, or yeah, ooze through, not ease through. The little added, you can see that there's other cut pieces in here. So I only used adhesive on the back there, especially if you like to use the Tombow liquid glue. That way it's not oozing through those other sections. And then you just embellish. So you can go ahead and do that card. If you have questions, let me know. I love all the conversing going on here. Thank you for those of you being here and watching. Even if you don't have the class, it gives you some ideas. Those of you that don't follow me on Facebook, I have made a decision to continue my demonstratorship as a hobby demo. And just continue because I love getting my discount. And again, if those of you that like Stampin' Up product like to get a discount too, you'd get a 20% discount, and there's a starter kit deal right now. So, but I'm not going to push too hard for the business aspect of this right now. I'm not going to have in-person classes, but I'm still going to come to you live and share videos and fun stuff, as well as introduce other product that I have fallen in love with that are not necessarily Stampin' Up. I still love Stampin' Up and the way they have just been, I love their coordination. That's a big part of my love for them, as well as all of the community and people that I have found within my own community here, being a part of my creativity. You guys inspire me so much. So I'm going to stay on as a hobby demo and see where this goes. But as far as in-person classes, I'm going to take a break. And I just want to come to you and share creativity for now. So I'm not going to be pushing too much on other things. My online store has closed, not closed. You can find me on Stampin' Up website. If you choose to support me in placing orders, you certainly can. But if you have a demonstrator of your own, please continue to support them, because they are doing this probably for their business and to help them with their own personal income. I have a full-time job outside of here that I love very much. I work for the public defender, and I love what I do. And it's just a great place to be. So it's hard for me to do everything and keep my sanity, but I love creating. So I'm always going to be here creating no matter what my journey, where my journey takes me. So I've been dealing with that decision for a length of time, and I was going to resign this month, but I'm here. So I want to keep creating with all of you. All right, let me know when you're all set with that if you haven't done so already. Again, these cards are here to reference. And our next card is going to be the one with the basic white, previously Whisper White cardstock. All right, awesome, Jenny. So there's these. Now this is where we have a little technique that comes into play. Now this is going to be your label for this card. And hopefully you have the twine that I included that in your kit as well. One thing I want to share with you is this is where this comes in play, but you can also use sandpaper or you can use a nail file. Nail file, obviously this has gotten some love, but these buffers are perfect. And what you're going to do is take your piece of designer series paper, was actually the back side of that fall paper, that autumn paper that we used in the first class this morning. And you're just going to rub that to get some of that white core to come through. You don't want to go too hard because you can see this little spot here. The back side of this is a fall color or fall image and watercolor image. And I scrubbed too hard, and you actually can see the early espresso popping through or whatever fall color that is on the other side. But I used that 3D embossing folder with the, that fits perfect in there. The trees, which is new in the holiday catalog or the September to December catalog. Basically, you're going to do that effect. You're going to layer it on to your card base flush. But before you do that, you wrap your twine around. You're going to tie that in a bow. I always like to tie mine in a knot and then a bow because then I have more free hand because twine is sometimes difficult to work with because I don't want this to twist, which it does do on me sometimes. Tie a bow, add that with dimensionals, add your pearls around and your iridescent pearls, and that is that card. So really simple, easily replicatable cards. So you can let me know when you're all set with that, and then we'll turn the camera back around. Oh, to get the white core showing? I know, it makes it look like snow on there. I love that some of the paper, or a lot of the paper now has white core, but our cardstock doesn't, because I appreciate the fact that it doesn't always show through, because sometimes when you fold and crease your edges too much, that white will come through, and then it just doesn't, it's not favorable. But when you can do a technique like this, I absolutely love it. It just looks like snow is on the, one of the best things that I love living where I live and elsewhere. I love the change of seasons. And for me, the change of seasons, that very first heavy snow that gets on the pine trees and kind of weighs down the branches of the pine. Oh, I love it. It's one of my favorite things during the winter. I think the least favorite thing is driving in the weather, but if you want the beauty, that's what you get, right? I like the days where it's nice snowfall that I don't have to go into work. I can just sit home, and those are the kind of days where you sit in your craft room sipping on coffee or hot cocoa or tea or something, or even just snuggling up with your fur babies if you have dogs, cats, whatever, and reading a good book. It's just awesome. Those nice cold crisp days that are just beautiful snow out the window and you can just cuddle up, even watching good movies. I love Hallmark movies too. So when you're all set, let me know. I'm so excited that you all, the three additional people ordered this retreat. I guess that's what happens when you share samples and you tell people you have retreat bags left and you're able to sell them. So you helped me go to an event and pay for my hotel stay, and I really appreciate that. And I hope I helped you with inspiring you with some amazing creativity and adding to your festive season and fall and winter month cards that you can send out to your loved ones and friends. So awesome. All right, let's flip the camera back around. And I promise I don't have fruit in my mouth this time. Oh, I'm getting notifications of events going on today around the area and I need to turn off my notifications. I think I forgot to turn on my do not disturb, but either way, it worked. We got through the video. We had a great time. Didn't take too long, so I'm really glad that you all joined me. Um, awesome. Thank you so much, Maggie, for joining. I know it's super early for you, especially if you made my live on Facebook. I appreciate you all so much for being here and being a part of my community. Again, be sure to share the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's going to be so much action over here soon. I'm still going to share on Facebook and be over there too because you're awesome. You were up so early. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing, Jenny. Thank you all for the love and support and the support through my craziness of trying to decide what's best for me at this time with what I'm doing. I love you all so much and appreciate you each and every day. You've brought so much love and friendship into my life, and I can't wait to continue to craft with all of you virtually. And who knows what the future brings. So enjoy your crafting journey. Enjoy the remainder of your Sunday and weekend, and have a beautiful week ahead. Any questions or comments or anything that you have about product used, or questions about something I shared that may not be obvious in my description of putting things together, please let me know. If you're missing anything from your swag or your kits, let me know as well. In the meantime, many Stampin' Blessings. I will see you again soon. Look for me on, so Tuesday is usually my my broadcast for Creativity Made Easy, and Sundays are going to be my Let's Caffeinate and Create because I love my coffee. So, all right, I will see you Tuesday, probably around 7:30. It's going to be dark in my room because we're back to that season. So, but I will see you. Oh, the leaves are falling outside. All right. I'll see you all again soon. Thank you again. Look for a bow video later today, a link in the description of this video once I find a really good one to share with you for your bow kit. All right, and I'll let you know over on my Facebook page when that was posted. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you again. Bye.